Kori Ashton, and this is another WordPress Wednesday. Today we're actually going to continue into our SEO series. We are on day 2 of 30. We are working through an SEO worksheet, totally free, that you can download in the description box below. Work through each one of these. We're on day 2, but if you follow the link, you'll find a video that walks you through the entire course. 30 questions, 30 different ways that you can improve your organic rank on your WordPress website. Let's get to today's question. All right, you guys, this is my SEO worksheet. You can get a link to this in the description box below. We are on to our second question in the series. What is your major CTA or call to action? Is your call to action call today or get a free quote or buy now or add to cart or request more information or make a reservation? What is your call to action? Is it clearly legible? Is it the focal point on your website? Let me show you some examples. Yesterday, when we were looking at our first question, I used Lucy's Doggy Daycare as the example, and there's really no better example for this call to action question as well, because you see very clearly up here, top right-hand corner, make a reservation. Right here in the middle of the hero scene, you see another button as I'm excited and watching the video that you see click to make a reservation. And of course, you're going to find that sprinkled out throughout the website as well. What you don't want to do is forget about your footer, because you easily can have that conversation in your footer as well. So here it is, make a reservation. You see it very easily and quickly there. Click in and go. So super easy to do, and you know right away, come stay at Lucy's. You can see all the different ways that you can get there, and you know very clearly as you're scrolling through the page what the buttons look like. You know what's clickable, and you know where they want you to go. I'll give you another great example here. Everybody loves a little bit of Netflix and chillin', but they also just have this really tremendous looking landing page website with a very predominant pop of red right here in the middle of the screen, ready to watch, enter your email address and get started right there. They also have this right user experience up here at the top right. If you're already a current customer, you can click to sign in and go into your account. But literally, they could have had everything living up here with all these different offers, their pricing structure. They could have given any sort of information up here, but what they want you to do is sign up and start your membership. So if you're ready to watch, enter and go. If you need a little bit more social proof or a little bit more research, of course, you can continue to scroll down the page, read some FAQs. But again, here's a big, very clear call to action. I mean, that red just shines like a flashlight at you. There's really nothing else to do on this page other than click to get started. At least in the psychology of colors, there's nothing else to do. There's plenty of user engagement. There's even a secondary navigation down here in the footer. But they've really stripped it down. They have no other information up at the top for navigation. They really want you to do one thing here. So this is a really strong example of just having a focal point directly on your call to action. This is yet another great example. Y'all know this tool. I use this tool, Snappa.com. This is a really cool one where you've got that get started for free trial offer. You've got minimal navigation up at the very top, but again, just very, very clear on the page. It looks like a button on the page. Click here, type of CTA. And I'm going to give you one more example, even though I absolutely love this author. This is, in my opinion, an example of what not to do, unfortunately. Renee Brown is spectacular, phenomenal speaker, author, incredible leader, and just great insight on vulnerability and being brave. I listen to her podcast. I think she's just really phenomenal. I own several of her books. Love her work. However, where's the call to action on this slide? All right? I don't know. I can click the whole slide, but why don't we say, click here to buy now or explore the gifts, see all gifts. Give me a button here. Give me something that looks clickable. As soon as I hover off of it, move my cursor off that slideshow here on her home page, it rotates through. Here we have click to find out. It doesn't look like a button though, so it doesn't draw my eye. I have no idea that this slideshow is clickable. Now they've given me a button that looks clickable. Listen now to this really cool what? I don't know, is this a podcast? Is this an episode? I don't know what this is that I would be listening to or where I would be going to listen to this. So listen to the podcast now or something like that as a clearer call to action would be very helpful. But I'll also say that if you have to bury a very, very specific call to action inside of a slideshow, you're gambling that the user is going to stay here and wait for these slides to progress through. Even though you've given me visual cues letting me know that there are multiple slides here, even though you've given me manual ability to navigate through these slides by clicking, you're still risking the opportunity that I might, as the user, miss this button right here. So click now on Spotify. Okay, if I'm not seeing that right away, as that's slide number 2, if I've progressed down the page, where else can I learn about listening to Renee on Spotify? I don't know where that is. I don't see another ad for Spotify. I love Spotify. Who knew? So articles and podcasts, if I click into that page, okay, now I've landed on all of these. And again, there's nothing here prompting me to subscribe to a podcast. There's nothing prompting me here very quickly and easily to get me over to Spotify, to add it to my favorites list. There's nothing like that. This is, again, just making me do all the work. I'm having to dig through, read through, and see what is interesting to me. As I click through, now I'm outside of our website and I'm gone. You've missed an opportunity to have me engage in one of the most important calls to action, which is basically to get into my funnel. Come get into my email list. Come subscribe to one of my podcasts or one of my articles. There's just no way of getting me to do what I should be doing on this website, which is either buying a book or subscribing, right? Buy some content or subscribe. So I get over here, Unlocking Us and Dare to Lead, which, by the way, Dare to Lead is a brilliant podcast. I haven't had the opportunity yet to listen to any of the Unlocking, but any of her content is just phenomenal. Here you go. Now you start to see, listen on Spotify, view all episodes. Very clear button style looking calls to action here. Really like that. But I had to click in and do some heavy lifting to get there to that point, right? If that is a major call to action, don't make me have to click 3 times to get to it. Okay, y'all. Some of you might be wondering, what the heck does call to action buttons have to do with organic rank? Well, think about this. Every single time a user comes to your website and wants to engage but might not know how or where or doesn't understand really what you offer, they're going to click their back button and leave the website, right? Google is watching that. So they want to ensure the fact that they've presented the right content inside of those search results. And one of the signals that they've done that properly is a click further into your website. So if you're able to give really clear, definitive landing points, click points, if you will, buttons on your website where people know to go, they understand what to do on your website, that conversion will take place, Google is monitoring that, and all of that kind of domino affects your rank. It's a really cool, simple lift, and be sure to stick around because I've got 28 more of these. If you'd like to work ahead, there's a link in the description box below. Go take the free course, work through the worksheet. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll see y'all tomorrow for 30 days of SEO. Bye, y'all.